All right, happy Friday, kids. I'm going to do the on this day, whoops, and then from there, we're gonna just talk about the project really quick. So, on this day in history, Gandhi began his fast in protest of the caste system in 1932. So, the caste system, if you remember from last year in the sixth grade, is the social structure of India, and it was extremely rigid and things were really unfair. So he began a hunger strike to protest the British government's decision to separate India's electoral system by caste. So that means how they elect their officials. He was the leader of the Indian campaigns of home rule, and that means he wanted Indians to rule themselves and not the British to rule them. He worked his whole life to spread a brand of passive resistance across India. He's going to influence people and the civil rights movement, like Martin Luther King Jr. And then what ends up happening is he announces he's going to fast unto death in order to protest the British support of a new Indian constitution that would give the country's lowest class their own separate political representation for a 70-year period. It's kind of a weird way of doing things. But Gandhi believed that this wouldn't only be for 70 years. He thought it would be permanently, and it was unfair to divide India's social classes. So he called for an emancipation of the untouchables. And emancipation is a big word. It's like the freedom of those people. If you remember correctly, the untouchables are that lowest class, okay? Oh, that's what I accidentally hit. Sorry, guys. I was playing with this on accident. And then the fast ended 6 days later after the British government accepted the principal terms for a reversed separation decision. So he ended up making it happen for himself. Let's talk about the project. I don't have a ton of time, but remember, you are creating your own manner. You should have done number one last night. You should have taken the notes. Is very straightforward. These are the medieval manor notes. You're learning about what's around the manor, the Lord's forest, all these different things. Okay. But what we're looking at today, so today you're going to design your own coat of arms. The coat of arms examples are on this page. The page you're going to get is actually, it has a blank coat of arms here. Your last name is going to go in this area, and then you're going to build your coat of arms and the rest of it. I'm going to leave some examples on the board of students' completed manner. I told some classes your directions this year are a little bit different than those in the past, so just keep that in mind, okay? So your coat of arms, you're going to pick an animal and describe how it's going to have something that represents you as a person, and then you're going to choose some colors as well. Listen to this when I say this, kids. Just because an animal isn't on this list doesn't mean you can't do it. You can do whatever animal you want, but it better not just be because you like something. It has to have some representation. You're going to have to write about this on Tuesday, okay? That's the added element. The last little dot here under number 2 says be prepared to write an explanation about your choice of animal and color and its connection to your coat of arms. So you're going to have to be able to explain to me why did you choose those colors. Next, you're going to create a manner and using your notes and anything else we've used in class. So you have doodle notes, you have your ISN, you have the textbook, whatever you need, you're going to create a manner that you live on. You're going to be able to, you have to be prepared to describe the function of each part of the manor. So for example, why is a water source necessary? Who lives on the manor? Those kinds of things are all necessary. Again, I'm going to have examples on the board. This is your rough draft, so I should only see pencil on this when you come in to my class on Monday. You need to be done with the rough draft. You have to have your region planned. This is an example of one way to do it. You do have to have a key, or you have to have things labeled. And I don't think I added that onto the directions, so I apologize about that. I have 26 seconds left, okay? So there are some examples in here kind of what a manor could look like. Here are some student examples. Here's examples of a family crest or coat of arms. So just do your best. Email me if you have any questions, and you have a wonderful substitute that will help you as well.